Hey guys, David here. Citric Cal Piper on my way home from a little meetup with Chuck and Piper Doug. And had a nice little visit there. He'd sent me a text last night saying he was going to be in my area and asked if I'd want to meet up. And I couldn't do it last night, but I told him I could today. So got a message from him a little while ago and drove out to a truck stop right outside of town and met up with him at a little taco place out there. He had some lunch and we had a nice talk, and Doug gave me two tobaccos there that I'm anxious to try. He gave me a William Faulkner blend and also gave me a fairly large bag of Ruins of Windsor. I've never tried either one of those, so I'm really excited to do that. So anyway, heading back home right now. Got the windows up, my pipe going, so I may have to use the ionizer on my car this afternoon before I pick up Amy to get the smoke out of it, but that's all right. Either that or I'll just roll the windows down and let it air out on its own for a while. But got the corncob pipe. This is called the Judge, and this was given to me by Israel SoCal Piper a while back. One of my favorite pipes, and today is Cobb Tuesday, so it's more than appropriate that I would smoke it today. So the only tobacco I had with me in my to-go bag was Boswell Sweet Tea, so pretty good. I'm not really so much an aromatic kind of guy, but it's not bad. Funny, last night, Doug mentioned he'd be back through town today, so I told him I'd be free from about 7:30 till 2:30 this afternoon. So in the meantime, after I took Amy to work today, I thought, well, I'll just go home for a while. And they dumped the green trash can today, so that's yard waste. So I thought, well, the bush I wanted to trim up, a couple of bushes are really bothering me, so I wanted to trim those up. So I got out all my power equipment, from the yard. Got the big green trash barrel, my scoop shovel, and started going to town on these two big bushes, and got all that stuff picked up. Probably filled up the green trash receptacle about 3/4 of the way. Then there was another bush, it's an olive tree actually in our front yard that I wanted to trim. So I thought, well, I'll just take a little bit off of that. So I did that. And there was another big bush I wanted to take care of. It's a butterfly bush, but it's about probably 5 feet tall and really bushy that doesn't need to be that big. So I started trimming on that, and then I decided to trim up these big lavender bushes we have. So while I was doing all that, and I got a text from Doug saying that he was going to be rolling through the area in about 40 minutes or so. And so I was thinking about how to do that because I was in the middle of a bunch of stuff in my front yard, that needed to be cleaned up. And then I got a text from my son Spencer, who's home with the flu today. He asked me if I could run by and get him a couple things. And I told him earlier that if he needed anything to let me know. So here I was at my front yard sweating like a fool, and had grass and trimmings all over myself, and I just kind of shoved what I could in the green trash barrel off my sidewalks, and there's all kinds of stuff in the yard that needs to be cleaned up, but shoved it all in the backyard, went in the house, got my to-go bag, and headed off to get Spencer what he needed, and told Doug, well, I'll be there in just a little while. I've got to do this and that. So he agreed to meet me when it was all done. So I got all that done and drove out there, and like I said, now I'm driving back, but had a fairly busy morning, and I still got a bunch of stuff I need to clean up. It's about 82 degrees right now, so not the optimal temperature for doing yard work, but I just can't leave that stuff in my front yard. I'm going to probably have to borrow my neighbor's green trash bin to put all the rest of my yard trimmings in. Well, hopefully I get that all done in time to go pick up Amy from school. And I'd planned on, getting that one bush and going to my backyard and smoking my pipe, sitting in front of my cooler and just taking it easy for us today, but that wasn't to be. I decided to get too ambitious with the yard work, and just could not stop with that one bush. I had to get these hedge trimmers out there and go crazy. So anyway, oh well, that's the way it is sometimes. We're actually waiting. We were going to have a lawn put in our front yard because trimming in the front yard is a lot more work than just mowing a lawn. But we reached out to the guy about a month ago and told him we were ready to put a lawn in, and he said that he'd get back to us. And a couple weeks went by, and I called him, and he said, well, I'll try to get out there this week, and that week went by. So we're just kind of in a holding pattern now, but in the meantime, all of our greenery and shrubs are growing like crazy. So I was hoping to avoid getting out there and doing this sort of thing, but that wasn't to be. Anyway, well, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to mention that I had a good visit with Doug. He gave me a couple of nice bags of tobacco to try out. And, well, I'm almost back home now, so I'll be going out there in the front yard and trying to do some more cleanup. But I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless y'all. Bye.